Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl jadatyshene, and in today's video I'm going to be installing these Curlsqueen clip-ins. These clip-ins are in a texture water jelly curly, and I got them in 18 inches, and in the box it also came with some extra goodies as well. But to start off this install, first y'all, I am going to detangle my hair, and then also the first part of the install I'm going to be sectioning out my leave out. I'm going to be doing a middle part, so I check both sides to make sure I have enough hair to cover the clip ends. And once I get the middle section out, I'm going to braid it down after I get the rest of the hair out of the way. Once I braid out the middle section of my leave out, I'm going to also part some leave out for the front just so it can have a seamless blend, and I'm also going to be braiding it down once I get the rest of the hair out of the way. Once all of my leave out is secure and out of the way, now it's time for me to braid the remaining of my hair down. And I'm going to do about 5 or 6 braids. I'm not going to do mine that small, just so this can be a quick and seamless install. Once I finish the braids, this is what they're looking like, and I just pinned the remaining of my hair up. And now y'all, it's finally time for the clip-ins. I'm actually going to use my first clip-in with 4 clips on them, and I'm just popping all the combs up so I can stick them inside my braid. And once the comb is stuck in and secured, I'm going to pop the comb back down how I originally had it. After each comb is clipped down, the clip-ins are now secured and they aren't going nowhere. So once I got the first one in, I'm going to be just putting in the rest. I think for my second section, I also put the clip-in in with 4 clips on them. And then after that, I'm going to use the third one. And I think I'm actually going to use a 5 because that's where my head is the longest at. As I get closer to the top of my head, I'm going to start using my shorter pieces. I always make sure to start right behind my leave out just to make sure that the sides are super full and that it's going to blend well with my leave out. For my 2 pieces on the side, I used the clip-ins with only 2 clips on them. And then for my last and final clip-in, y'all, I ended up using the clip-in with 5 clips on there. And it was too big for the top, so I think you guys should use one with 4 instead of 5, just so it'll be the perfect size. So I used a piece that was too long. I just clipped the last little clip off to the side and it did fine. But y'all, this what the hair is looking like. I wanted to redo the curls, so I decided to wet them, and then I'm going to be combing it out, and also I'm going to add some leave-in conditioner as well as some gel just so I can define the curls a little bit more and clamp them together so they can mimic my actual curl pattern better. Then once I add all my products, I go back in with the diamond brush just to make sure the product is all up and through the hair. And y'all, excuse the difference in the quality. I had to switch over to my DJI to record the remainder of the video. But I decided to part the hair actually in 4 sections just so I really wanted my curls to be defined and I wanted them to pop. So I decided to start doing smaller sections to define the curls. I was done adding the products throughout the entire hair. I decided to cut and face frame the hair a little bit more just so I can have more of a round shape. And once I was done with that, y'all, I just took down the rest of my leave out. And I can instantly tell that it was about to blend good with this hair. But y'all, to blend my leave out, I just added some gel only to the sides. And then I used my diamond brush just to rake the gel all the way into my leave out. And yes, y'all, I did this on dry hair only, not wet hair dry. And as y'all can see, it's blending so perfectly with the texture of this hair already. And for the middle of my leave out, the middle part, after taking it down, I'm going to fix my middle part exactly how I want it before I start defining my hair. To define the rest of my hair, I'm going to be adding a little bit of water, not too much, just to get the hair wet a little bit. And I'm going to be adding some gel, only gel and water to my leave out. And I'm just going to be blending it in using my diamond brush and comb as well. But just so my part can be more defined, I added a little bit extra gel to my part and used the comb to slick it down a little bit more. And once I got my leave out blended exactly how I wanted it, I'm going to do the same steps on the other side of the head. Y'all can see the hair is already blending so beautifully, but I decided to do my edges because I love to do my edges. I love baby hairs. You don't have to do this part, you can if you want to. I just feel like it brought the whole look together. But y'all, this is the final look of the hair. Like, this is growing out of my scalp. It is so beautiful. I love these clip-ins so much. I do advise to wash these clip-ins before you actually put them in, just because it did have a little smell. But other than that, the hair was so good. I love this hairstyle so much. Thanks Curlsqueen for sponsoring this video. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. Bye.